Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello friends, it's Debsy, and the place to be, it's Debsy, bloop, boop. I got some forehead edition today, Debsy, bloop. Hey everybody, I don't know what's going on with that. I need to get some more bangs. She needs some bangs. So anyways, she bangs. Not really today, but anyways. Don't come for me, Ricky Martin. So everybody happy Thursday. It's Thursday. I did not make a video yesterday because I felt like I just needed a day off to get my mental gear in check, so if you will. But today I'm back. I am going to be jumping into what is now I like to call as reality shit show time, and it is the Bachelorettes. Listen, they are dragging this on and dragging it on. It is the reality show that will never end. It is the Bachelorettes. So this week there was a theme. This week the ladies had their men meet their parents. So Rachel had, wait a minute, before we even do that, let's get into Rachel and Zach. So there was going to be the rose ceremony for Rachel. She has Avon, Tino, and Zach. Zach pulls her aside and basically says to her that, you know, during their one-on-one time in the fantasy suite, he wasn't seeing the real Rachel. He felt like he was seeing the Bachelorette Rachel, and he was disappointed. She said, listen, I'm seeking clarity. And then when we find out later on, she was seeking clarity to find out if this is something, if she could see herself with him, and if he was really you know, into it for the long haul. So he's just spilling out his guts and everything. She seemed to be very cold during it. Like she didn't really seem upset. He seemed like he was getting really upset about it. And then he self-eliminated himself. She doesn't seem to be upset at all. And she walks away through the jungle in her gown, and she just says, honestly, this is so sad. This is how she says it. Honestly, this is so sad. You couldn't see her face because she was walking through the jungle in heels, but she says, honestly, this is so sad. No emotion or anything, no crying. Meanwhile, okay, Zach is in the van, Zach's in the van being driven away, and he's crying. He's showing some emotion. She's not at all. So she goes back, talks to the other guys and talks to the two remaining guys and says, I'm really sorry, but Zach has left, and I'm not going to talk ill of him. However, I don't like it whenever people question my character. Listen, he didn't question your character. He just said he felt like it was two different people. That's it. That's all. Then they go to the live meetup between the two of them. He apologized because he didn't want it to seem like he was judging her character, which he wasn't. And then she apologized too. It was all a bunch of bullshit. Earmuffs on if you don't want to hear it. There's gonna be language. You dodged a bullet, buddy. You dodged a bullet. Okay, so for the rest of the night after that beginning drama, it was the three remaining guys meeting their parents. So first up, it was Rachel and Avon meeting the parents, which was Big Tony and the mother, and her two best friends. So she comes in saying, hitting this hard. He's gonna propose. I can see him proposing. There's gonna be a proposal. Proposing, ring, 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 proposal. She's really hitting the engagement hard. So he says he's falling for her. She's falling for him. So Avon talks with the besties, and he tells them he wants to have a life with her, and he wants the proposal to be perfect because He doesn't want to have to go through what his parents went through, because it seems like what his parents went through, the divorce, was really rough and very difficult. So he doesn't want to go through that. So he does see himself with her, but he's not going to propose like right exactly now. And her one bestie immediately sees that as a red flag. Brings it up to Rachel, then Rachel brings it up to Avon. Listen, and what ensued after that was just maddening. Like, to be honest with you, I had to watch it twice because I just found myself getting so goddamn upset about this. So he was basically saying that he really wants a marriage that's going to last a lifetime. She's really focused on, I want a proposal now. You said you were going to give me a proposal now. She's saying, he lied. You lied to me, and and you said you were ready for a proposal. You were going to propose to me. He's like, listen, I do see myself with you, but I want to see how I want to see us work in the real world. Like, I don't want to just have you be like, you're the one, and then I immediately propose, and then it just falls apart. So she's not hearing, she's just in her mind, I need a ring, I want a proposal. And she doesn't hear anything. And at one point, you could see he's getting frustrated because she keeps saying, you say you don't want to be with me. And he's like, no, I want to be with you for the rest of my life. And then she keeps saying, I'm not going to force you to propose to me. I'm not going to do that. But she's screaming at him. And at one point, she's like, why are you yelling at me? He wasn't yelling at all. He just barely even raised his voice. He didn't. So, they have one discussion about it and then they part. And then she goes over to his room. They have another discussion about it. And he says, listen, I am just being logical, and I want to make sure that this proposal is perfect and we're going to be together forever, but I want to make this so that it lasts. She doesn't like that. She throws him out. So there we go. You're going to see a theme of the night is, what do you mean you're not ready to propose right now, exactly after me dating you and other multiple men for 2 weeks? Listen, I know it's the premise of the show, but to be honest with you, I thought that you were going on this show to find the love of your life. So if they don't want to propose immediately, they don't want to. Oh, it's bad. It's maddening. So then Gabby and Eric get together. They meet Gabby's family and Grandpa Joe. Grandpa Joe is literally the best thing of the entire season. Fight me if you will, but I'm right. So, and let me also just tell you, whoever is styling Rachel is dropping the ball, because they're making Gabby look cute all over the place. Grandpa Joe loves him. And everything goes great during their date. Rachel and Tino. Rachel goes in still being disappointed about Avon. And she's wondering, well, wait a minute, is Tino going to be able to propose immediately? So, wait a minute. I got ahead of myself. Nope. Rachel did not already eliminate Avon. So Rachel and Tino. Rachel is still with Avon. Tino goes in, talks to the family. Everything seems okay. Big Tony liked him, and Big Tony was like, well, what if your parents don't like Rachel? And he's like, listen, they're gonna like her. They're gonna love her. We're gonna go to the beach. They're gonna love her. Love her. He's saying what he thinks needs to be said. So everything seemed okay there. So then Rachel goes over to Avon's hotel room, and she then dumps him. And he says, and he was so distraught, and he says, I failed. No, you did not fail, sir. No, you did not. You were being logical. You wanted to see this work, and you wanted to be with her forever, but you wanted it to last and not be like your parents. So no, sir, you did not fail her. Forget it. No, next. So Gabby and Eric, they met for their final date. So Eric had said, I want to be with you for the rest of my life, and I don't want to rush into this immediately and just propose right now. Now listen, this is the difference between Gabby and Rachel. Gabby said, I just want honesty, and if it's not what I want to hear, even if it's not what I want to hear, it's going to be tough and it's going to hurt, but I want to hear the truth. As opposed to Rachel, who has to start screaming and crying and yelling about having to have a proposal now and right now and right now. At least Gabby was open to listening, and hearing what he is saying and not what she wants him to say. That's all. That's the difference in the two of them for me. Then Eric had said, Minnie Mollett said, in the real world, I want to date you. In the real world, you don't propose before you date. And that's where Gabby had a little bit of a meltdown and was like, wait a minute, he wants to date me? But I think he's basically just saying, hey, listen, I think he's saying the same thing that Avon was saying, but he said it differently. And he had said he wants to see how this works in the for real world, which I completely get, because the real world is not you living on a luxury, cruise ship that you have all to yourself. It's not about, going to Paris and going to Amsterdam and flying to Mexico and doing this and that. It's just not. Like, how are things going to work out when he refuses to pick up his dirty underwear off the floor, or shut the, or put the lid down on the toilet seat? And how's it going to work whenever he finds her hair clogging up the drain? I mean, come on. I understand that. So listen, now that's in jeopardy. So they left it at that. They had a preview of next week. Rachel is hitting Tino hard. Rachel is saying to Tino, so you're gonna lie right to my face again. But seriously, I honestly think now it wouldn't be as like jet setting, as glamorous as it is now, but why not have like some of the Bachelor or Bachelorette be like these people living in the real life, doing real life things, and seeing if you can really live with that, because have it really be like not a hidden camera, but I mean something where they're not all dolled up and everything's not perfect in these exotic fantasy unreal settings where you don't have to worry about anything. Put them in a real life world. So listen, I think there's 2 more episodes of this. This has been the nightmare of a Bachelorette season that will never end. Do I think they should have had 2? No. They were probably going into it and thinking, oh, listen, this will be the ultimate like girls night, 2 bachelorettes, girls night. I thought it was terrible. So, and also next week, they are going to be making the announcement of the Bachelor. Who's going to be the Bachelor? There's a lot of speculation, a lot of people saying it's going to be Zach, because people have posted video of him filming like promo packages, but there's also been talk that people have seen Avon filming promo packages. So we'll see. That's going to be announced. Do I like Zach? I do like Zach. He can be a little dry sometimes, like a little dry, but he seems like a good guy. I would take a good guy with a little bit of a dryness to him than, you know, some spicy bean burrito, you know, that's like, it's the wrong fire, but then he's a dick at the end. So, okay, well, that is my take on it. So if nobody has told you yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there. And everybody stay safe, stay hydrated, stay cool, and love you guys. Bye.